All right, guys. So here I am. I'm at home. She dropped this car off with me. It's a friend of mine, daughter. Okay, drives the car. Now the issue is scrubbing noise, brake noise. Now, I want y'all to see something. All right, 2 car seats, meaning she have 2 small babies. I have just got through drilling her so much, borderline cussing her out, okay, because this irks me. All right, this car is, when she pulled up, as she come to a stop, like as in, now I remember she called me a month ago asking me, how much brakes cost and do she need brakes. I'm like, if you're hearing any brake noise, yes, you likely need brakes. But it was squeaking at the time. And she asked me, well, how long do you think I have? I said not long, because I don't want to put a window on that. You can easily be wrong when it comes to stuff like that. But her definition of a window was, okay, I got plenty of time. No. That is the last time I ever do that, guys. All right, this car is too dangerous for me to even drive to the shop. Let me see if y'all can hear this. Y'all hear that? I just stepped on the brake. Oh my goodness. Let's do it again. Well, I hope I make it to the shop, guys. I have to be extremely careful. Now, think about it. If I'm... Oh, it's making noise as I roll. Oh my goodness. As if I'm afraid to drive this, Lord knows she should be extra afraid. But she's not. So I guess I got to be careful how I criticize. Finances is a major role in people's decision on when they get things done. But guys, this is ridiculous. All right, look at my man just chilling on the boat. Hey, that is so cool. No water, but they chilling. Now I'm hoping they didn't ruin the hub bearing. Each wheel there's a bearing. I don't know, guys. I won't know until I get there. My point is, I am done telling people or trying to guesstimate how much time someone has when their brakes are noisy. Guys, there's a difference between a squeak and a scrub. Okay, a squeak, brake pads typically have wear indicators on them. That wear indicator is aligned to scratch along the rotor to create a squeaking noise, right? Right. So when you hear that squeaking noise, that is an indication that your brake pads are worn, have exceeded the wear limit. It's time to get them replaced because, guys, brake pads are a wearable item. I don't care what AutoZone tell you or what AutoZone sell you. I just bought some lifetime warranty brake pads, by the way, AutoZone. Yes, go visit them. All right, that little plug is only because they are crazy enough to sell wearable parts as a lifetime parts. Okay, enough of that. So there's nothing else to talk about, guys. I hope I make it to the shop. Okay, I will have to make a couple starts. There's 2 or 3 lights up here. Hope I make it to the shop and get this thing done so I can get this young lady out of harm's way. This baffles me. This really bothers me. I am highly upset she waited this long riding around with her kids in the car like this. Guys, this is dangerous. If you have a significant other or girlfriend, anything like that, family member, it doesn't matter. No male, let alone a female, should be riding around with kids in their car and it breaks in this condition. All right, I'll see y'all in a second, guys. I got to go and find some parts and get this taken care of. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I got this thing in the shop. I'm getting ready. I got the caliper off, guys. Look at this. So these brakes are so bad. The calipers, I'm not gonna say they pushed all the way out because you would see fluid. However, it came out far enough for the boot to be damaged. Now, is that enough to justify replacing the caliper? It all depends. If it was a safety issue, yes, I would replace it, but this looks bad. Okay, so do you spend money on appearance? Okay, can't nobody see this on the car. Now, keep in mind, guys, sealing between piston and the caliper comes from the little O-ring in the inside. I don't know how many of you guys ever had a caliper apart, but there's a little O-ring seal that rides on the piston that seals the fluid back here, and the seal probably right there, and all the action is going on back here. So anything out here, if you saw liquid around in this area, you can assume that piston came out too far and is now leaking, which means you either need to recondition the caliper. Yes, guys, there was a time. What you old heads at? Older heads. Uncle Mark and Tom Cook. Y'all, I don't know if y'all ever rebuilt calipers. Yeah, man, we used to take this off, that airline right here, put an airline on here, blow it, pop, poop, poop. That piston will pop out of there, and we simply clean out the bore, go in with the new O-rings, new boot, clean it all out first. Just like sometimes we will hone the cylinder. It's like a piston. It's like an engine wheel. It's like an engine cylinder. Okay, so clean it all up, and the piston is back to normal from that standpoint. But they done got away from that. I don't even know if they sell piston repair or caliper repair kits anymore. I have no idea. Most guys just replacing calipers now. But she's totally out of money. But my thing is, I'm still a little upset. Let me set this right here. I don't want to leave that hanging. Let y'all take a look, guys. So y'all see, I got like I say, the caliper off. I just got it off. Now, guys, look, hear me out. You really only need, this bolt is stripped. I can't get nothing on that, but I refuse to panic. So you really need to get one of them off to get the whole caliper off. Now in the future, I'm gonna alert her to this and tell her to fix for that. I got to get that out of there. But for now, there's no need to unscrew this, because this is screwed into the caliper, not the bracket. All right. So yeah, I got away because I was able to get one of them out. All right, and it looks like this one is on its way out. So they do make a caliper hardware kit. But yeah, let's take a look. Like I said, guys, before, it's the difference between a squeak and a scrub. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a scrub. Look at that. Yes, guys, and what worries me is, again, the 2 car seats in the rear. If you want to be a dummy or you want to take chances with your life, by all means, have at it. You know, if you at whatever reason you're doing it, but I'm totally against you putting kids' life in danger. Okay, mommy, I don't care who's doing it. Mother, you got to go borrow the money, do what you got to do, but you cannot ride around like this. This could have been extremely catastrophic, guys, from a wreck standpoint. Imagine you have a wreck and you hurt somebody else, okay, and they do all the autopsy on the vehicles and find out, oh, that's what caused the wreck. She didn't have no brake. You're going to be liable for everything. It's not worth it. And on top of that, you risk you and your kids' life. All right, I've already grilled her enough. I don't think I need to speak on to her anymore about this. I don't think she's ever going to let this happen again, to be honest, because from the way the conversation we had last, she's not going to let this happen again. So I did get 2 new rotors and brake pads. Okay, I'm going to try my best to make this work. All right, I'm not going to film anything, guys. It's just video on what not to do, how not to let this happen, or I don't know what this video should be titled, but I figured something out. It's not a tutorial on how to do brakes, that's for sure. Most of you guys already got that part down packed, but a discussion video, we'll call it that. Alrighty, guys, I am done. Test drive complete. I'm gonna leave it right here so she can pick it up. This thing didn't have no AC in it, guys, so I took it upon myself, being a nice guy that I am, to put some Freon in it. It didn't have, the AC not working because it was empty. Now, guys, hear me out. If you empty, or if you have no Freon in your car, you obviously, there's no question about it, you obviously have a leak. Okay, whether it be a small leak or a large leak, no one knows, but there's steps you have to take in order to get cold AC. And one of the steps is the AC, you need to get the AC running in order to find out if it's if it's on the plumbing side or the distribution side. There's 2 sides to air conditioning, guys. I don't have time on this video to explain, but I can explain that on a whole complete another video. But anyway, it's nice and cool in here. Her kids can stay cool. Her kids are now safe because the brake issue has been straightened out. Let me point something out to y'all. This the next thing I'm gonna have to get on her about. And what's weird, I think she know about this because it is so obvious. Y'all hear that? The infamous Pentastar tick. Yes. Now that's not a tick, guys. That's a tick slash stud, meaning a cam lobe is shot. Okay, I've grown up. I can. It's a certain kind of tick thuddish sound it would give off if a cam lobe is shot. That's not a simple regular tick. Okay, so she going in, but because I have camshafts that I managed to scrounge up from around the shop, I could save us some money on that standpoint. So in essence, she would need some rock arms. So I gotta let her know that. First thing I did was verify the oil level. It is full. So we're gonna proceed. Well, at least I hope she do. I mean, it's a nice car. You might as well hang on to it. But it's ticking fairly loud. So I'm gonna leave it right here so she can come get it. Guys, that is all I have, man. I said that last time, but I'm for real this time. I appreciate you guys watching. She gonna come pick this thing up. And yeah, new rotors, new brake pads. The rear's fine. I did both front and rear about a year ago. So you would think. And guys, I'm no big fan of these. You got these kind of lug on every wheel. Oh my goodness, man. I make sure the key is back in the centralized location, but that's too much risk. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But now I feel so much better. The kiddos will not be in danger anymore. Guys, I gotta go. Thanks for watching.